So, as you know, I like to have a blanket opened out for laying down. And if you want to also add in like some neck support, either through a pillow or something like that, you're welcome to do so. As we'll just be laying down for the first few minutes. And I think have your foam roller nearby, just so you don't have to like get up off your mat or anything like that to grab it. And then come to laying down on your back. Adjust the blanket if you need to so that you have support either from bottom of your ribs down to your pelvis or all the way from top of your head down to your pelvis. Just making sure that there isn't any funny blanket ridge right at the shoulder blades or anything like that. And then for hand position today, I'm going to recommend having hands actually on the abdominals. But if you prefer to have the hands somewhere else, you're welcome to modify. And give a little wiggle to the legs and hips. Take a deep full inhale. And then exhale out your mouth as you sway the legs and hips. Deep full breath in. And full breath out. And gradually come to center. Let the pelvis rest. Both hips level. Deep full inhale through the nose. And slow exhale through pursed lips. Do a few more like that. Full inhale through the nose. And exhale through pursed lips. And one more time. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through pursed lips. And then switch into Ujjayi breath, breathing through the nose only. But create that same quality of breath as if you're sighing out the mouth, so that there's some gentle pressure of the abdominals moving in, and a slow, full exhale with each cycle. And deep, full inhale. And exhale, send the ribs and your pelvis down towards the ground. Create some extra space between the rib cage and your hip points. And if your eyes are closed, blink them open. Just taking in the space that you're in. Feel yourself settled in this space. Feel aware of the parts of your body connected to the floor, the walls around you. Noticing the space all around you. And then with an exhale, bring right knee in towards your chest. Hands come behind your thighs. And get long through the sides of the waist here. Feel that your pelvis is level. As you exhale, draw the hip points towards each other. And then inhale and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot. And then exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, extend the leg up towards the ceiling, flex your foot. And then exhale as you bend. Twice more. Inhale, extend your leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, extend, and hold here. Take a deep, full breath in. Exhale, draw thigh bones down towards the floor. Feel that the top of the thigh bone is fully resting inside of the hip socket. Draw ribs down to the floor. And then bring your hands down to the floor here. Just point and flex through the foot. Use the abdominals to hold the leg up. And see if you can stack your knee and your ankle directly over the hip. If that's not quite happening today, or if having the leg fully extended doesn't feel possible, then you can bend your knee instead and work with the leg at a 90-degree angle. And then choose either a pointed or flexed foot, whichever feels better on your ankle. I like working with a pointed foot, but doesn't mean there's something wrong with a flexed foot. Just go for what feels right for your body. And then we'll go through single leg circles here. So as we move, important that the hips stay rooted on the floor. And slowly as you inhale, send your leg out to the right. Start to circle the leg down towards the ground. And then exhale the leg across your body and center. We'll do 3 more of these. Circling out to the side and down. Then exhale across and center. Going through the motion, finding the full width of the circle that's comfortable for your hip, where there isn't any sort of clunking happening, but you can smoothly circle the leg. And then as you've completed this next one, pause, take a big inhale. Exhale, collarbones wide. And then inhale, the circle goes the other way, across and down. Exhale, out and in. Inhale, across and down. Exhale, opening out and center. And inhale, across and down. Exhale, out and center. And one more time, across and down. And then out and center. Pause at the top, big full inhale. Flex the foot if it isn't already. And then exhale, slowly lower that leg all the way down, open out across the hip. Let the right foot fully rest into the floor. Big full breath in. And full breath out. And then bend the right leg, both feet flat on the floor, both knees bent. Just notice how right side feels. And see if there's any sort of different sensation happening in the left side. Big full inhale towards the back of the ribs. Slow exhale through pursed lips. And deep inhale towards the back of your body. Exhale, send the back of your ribs and your pelvis down towards the ground. Gentle engagement of the abdominals, moving sides of the waist in. And then with your next exhale, left knee comes in towards the chest. Both hands come behind your thigh. Just breathe into this space. See if you can feel both hips level on the floor. Make any adjustments so that you can connect as needed. It can sometimes help to think about relaxing across the front of the right hip. Just allowing there to be space inside of the pelvis. Now with an inhale, extend your leg up towards the ceiling, flex your foot. And exhale, bend the knee, relax your leg. And inhale, extend your leg up towards the ceiling, flex your foot. And then exhale as you bend. And inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And final time, inhale, extend the leg. And exhale, hold here. Take a full breath into the low back. Exhale, sides of the waist move in and bring your hands down to the floor. And once again, point and flex through the foot. As you're doing so, start to line up heel and knee directly over your left hip. If that doesn't feel possible on this side, you can instead bend at the knee, stack just the knee over the hip, and create a 90-degree angle with your shin bone. And choose either pointed or flexed foot. Take a very full breath in. Exhale, connect the ribs together. And inhale, start to circle your leg out to the left, down towards the floor, across, and center. Inhale as the leg opens out to the side. Exhale as the leg circles across. And inhale out to the side. Exhale across. One more time, inhaling, circling out to the side and down. Exhale across and center, pause, reestablish deep connection through the abdominal wall. Full breath in and breath out. And then inhale the leg across and down. Exhale as you circle out and in. Inhale across and down and out and in. 2 more full circles here, finding the smooth, complete movement. Final time out and center. Big full breath in, flex your foot. And then exhale, lower your left leg all the way down, extending it out on the floor if that feels comfortable for you. Allow that whole left foot and leg to just be heavy into the ground. One more very full inhale here. And complete exhale. And bend your left leg, foot flat on the floor. Maybe wiggle the pelvis out a little bit if you feel that you need that. Let your whole low back connect into the floor. Now with an inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Fingers spread wide, palms towards each other. We'll work on just a little bit of upper abdominal curl today. So as you inhale, breathe into the back of the ribs. Exhale, draw front of the ribs together and down. Keep the ribs towards the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up alongside the ears. Slide shoulders down your back as you do so. And then exhale, bring the hands back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the arms alongside the ears. And then this time, exhale, nod your chin and curl all the way up and reach towards the legs. And then inhale, slowly lower the shoulders down, lower down the head, reach the arms alongside the ears. And exhale, nod your chin and curl up. And inhale, slowly lower. This time as you exhale, you'll nod your chin, curl, and bring the right knee in towards the chest, chin parallel with the floor. And then inhale, everything comes back down to the floor. Exhale, nod your chin, curl, left knee comes in, chin parallel with the floor. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl, right knee towards the chest. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl, left knee in. And then inhale, lower down. And this time, exhale. exhale, interlace the hands behind your head and bring the elbows in just enough that you can see them through the corners of your eyes. Take a big full inhale here. Exhale, nod your chin and curl up. Slide shoulders down and around your rib cage. Elbows in just enough that you can see them. And then let the weight of your head fully drop into your hands. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, left knee comes up. Knee directly above the hip shin, parallel with the floor. And then come up to the tips of the toes on the right leg. So your right toes touching the floor. Big full inhale. And then exhale, switch the legs. So you have left toes just touching the floor and your right knee is directly above the hip. Your shape of your knee stays the same the whole time. Take a big inhale and exhale, switch. Full inhale. Exhale, switch the legs so you can curl up a little bit taller, slide the sternum towards the hips. And then exhale, switch. Full breath. Exhale, switch. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, switch. Full inhale. Exhale, switch. And then lower the head down. Lower the right leg down. Relax the arms. Take a big full breath in. And full breath out. Once again, deep full inhale. And full exhale. Imprint low back into the floor gently. And then bring right knee followed by the left up into tabletop. So you have your knees directly above the hip, shins parallel with the floor. Take a big deep inhale here. Exhale, reconnect with low back towards the floor. Ribs come down and in. And then with an exhale, elbows in just enough that you can see them. Nod your chin and curl up. Take a big breath in here, flex the feet. Full exhale, navel to spine. And then inhale, kick the left leg diagonally forward. Engage how low towards the ground feels comfortable for you. That might be that the leg kicks up towards the ceiling, somewhere about mid-wall, or maybe it hovers above the ground. Make sure that your low back and your ribs are fully plugged in here. If you start to feel like you can barely maintain the connection, that's a sign to bring your leg up a little bit higher. Big inhale, and then exhale, bring the left knee into center. And then inhale, right leg extends. Find the level with this leg, just playing with lowering it a little bit down or a little bit up. Find where the workable challenge is for you. So you're not holding on to dear life, but you feel a little bit of a burn happening through the abdominals. You can feel that your body's working. Curl deep from within the abdominals. Think about the ribs collecting down and in. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, bring right knee in. Keep the legs lifted, but lower the chest down. Just give a full breath into the ribs. Relax the head, relax the arms. Big full inhale. And then exhale, nod your chin, curl up, elbows in just enough that you can see them. Another big breath in. Exhale, zip up, navel to spine. And then inhale, extend the left leg. Open your elbows out to the sides. And then exhale, elbows in, left knee in. Inhale, right leg extends, elbows out to the sides. Exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, left leg and elbows out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, right leg, elbows out. Exhale, bring it in and hold here. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, curl up and hug the knees in towards the chest. Wrap up tight like a ball. Big breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower feet, head, and arms down to the ground. Big full inhale. And complete exhale. Final abdominal series here, just to tone the psoas. A little further, you'll bring the knees up to tabletop, knees directly over your hips. And reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, everything wraps down and in. And then if it's comfortable for your back, you'll extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Squeeze inner thighs together. Take a big full inhale. Exhale, nod your chin. Curl up, reach for the legs as you slide your sternum down towards your pelvis. And then inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl through the chest. Inhale, lower the head down. Exhale, nod your chin, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl and hold. Big full breath in. And then exhale, both hands to the right leg as the left leg lowers down. And then exhale, switch. Full inhale. Exhale, switch. Big inhale. Exhale, curl tighter and switch the legs. Big inhale. Exhale, switch. And then inhale, 2 snips, pulse your leg in. Exhale, slow switch. 2 snips and pulse in. Exhale, switch. 2 snips. Exhale, switch. 2 snips. Exhale, just the right leg comes up and lower down. Bend your knees in towards your chest. Gently rock side to side. Massage your low back. Okay, we're going to move into a gentle twist. Adjust things along the sides of you if you need to. And then knees in towards your chest, arms out to your sides in a T, or arms in cactus shape bent at the elbows. Take a very deep full inhale. And then exhale, both knees over to the left. Right shoulder presses into the floor. Breathe into the warmth of the abdominal muscles here. Create space along your back. And with each exhale, see if you can relax the right leg a little further. And if you can extend out through the right shoulder and send the right shoulder towards the ground. Inhale and inflate. Exhale and soften. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, navel to spine, bring the legs center. And then both knees over to the right. Left shoulder presses into the floor. Deep full inhale. Slow, complete exhale. Notice what's happening in your body as you breathe. And as you inhale, think about creating space all throughout the torso and around your left shoulder. And then as you exhale, everything just softens and melts. Allow the bones of your body to be heavy towards the floor. Then our next pose that we do will be supported bridge. If you have a blanket underneath you, as I do, you may want to just roll all the way over to your right side, press yourself up, and move that blanket off to the side. If you don't have a blanket underneath you, you can just lay down onto your back. So here's where you'll want your foam roller handy. I recommend setting it up so that it's perpendicular to your pelvis. So it's ready to just slide underneath your hips. We're going to articulate the spine a few times first before we go into the full supported form. Feet are hip distance apart directly underneath your knees. Arms down by your sides, palms press into the floor. Deep full inhale into the back of your ribs. Exhale, draw abdominals down and in, and gently curl the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then with an inhale, press down into the feet and start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Keep the ribs somewhat contained so there's abdominal activation still. Lift up through the hips, low back, mid back, and maybe there's a little bit of the upper back that lifts, but not as important that the upper back lifts as that you get integration of the abdominals and activation of your glutes. So you want your glutes to squeeze here. And then exhale, think about lengthening your spine as you lower your hips down. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, low back curl towards the floor. Curl your tailbone up, draw abdominals down towards the back of your spine. And with an inhale, press down into the feet. Squeeze your glutes. Feel that your knees are moving directly in alignment with your hips, so you don't have knees going way up to the side or squeezing in a lot, but they're just parallel with each other. And exhale, slowly lower down. This time we'll bring the foam roller underneath us. And if, as you're doing this, you discover the foam roller is too much of a back bend, you don't have to use it. You can just rest with your back on the floor. Deep full inhale. Exhale, imprint low back into the floor. Then inhale, lift your hips up. Going one by one with the vertebra. Curl tailbone towards the ceiling a little bit. And then use your hands to bring that foam roller completely underneath your pelvis. Rest your hips on the foam roller, adjusting as you need to so that your back feels comfortable. If you feel strain happening, it's too much of a lift, and you can instead remove the foam roller, use a folded up blanket underneath you, or you can even just use a pillow that's really supportive underneath you. You should feel that you're able to rest, that the body can just soften into the support of the foam roller. If there's anything that's sort of fighting you in the experience, definitely switch out your props. And be sure that the placement of the prop is such that there's support wider than your hips. So it's not like there's just a small support directly underneath your sacrum, but you have complete support across the whole width of your pelvis. Full big inhale here. Exhale, send the ribs towards the floor. Let the body become heavy. And you can simply rest here, or if you feel up for adding on some deeper stretch, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Right hand comes to the thigh. Inhale, straighten your leg, press the knee away from you. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, press the knee away. Exhale in. And inhale, just gently straighten the arm, press your knee away. Exhale in. Then final time, inhale, press the knee away. Exhale in. Again, this next layer is optional, just if you want to. With an inhale, you can extend your leg up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bend and relax. Inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, relax the leg. Inhale, extend it up. Keep long through the sides of your waist. Think about sending that right hip away from the ribs. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, extend, hold that leg there. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, rest the ribs into the floor. You can stay here with just the leg extended. If you want to add on further, you gently glide the leg side to side, going only as far as you can maintain stability in your pelvis. So you want to feel your hips stay on the roller or on your support comfortably. And just sway the leg side to side as if you're brushing your foot on the ceiling. And then if you're swaying your leg, you'll come to center. And then exhale, lead from the inner thigh. Lower that leg all the way down. Go slow because we're now changing the shape of the spine a little bit. So just find where your body's ready to go. And then just rest that extended right leg out on the floor. If having the right leg extended here feels like too much of a stretch, you can always bend the right leg. And if your right leg is extended, you'll bend it, foot flat on the floor. Take a very full inhale. Complete exhale. And an option to go through on the other side. Left knee comes in towards your chest. And you can add on further with your left hand on your thigh. Inhale, press the knee away from you. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, press the knee away. Exhale it in. Twice more. Inhale as you press away. Exhale it in. And final time, inhale, press away. And then exhale, bring the knee in. Feel length through that left side of the waist. Draw abdominals in towards center. And the next option is to extend the leg up towards the ceiling, flex the foot. And exhale, bend the knee. Really feel what's happening in your body as you move through each of these variations. So inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, bend. Keep the spine long, low back extends. Inhale, kick the leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, extend the leg and hold here. With your next exhale, see if you can allow the hips to rest on the roller more fully. Then you have the option to sway the leg side to side, just going a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. Draw sides of the hips in and sides of the waist in with each exhale. And if you're swaying the leg, you'll bring its center, take a big inhale, and exhale very slowly. Lower the leg down, lead from the inner thigh. Keep drawing the abdominals in, and then rest the left leg on the floor, fully extended. You always have the option to rest with that leg bent instead. Notice if there's any extra secret tension happening in the right glute as it stabilizes you, or through the right arm or your jaw. As best as you can with an exhale, just allow your body to rest. And then with an exhale, bend your left leg if it isn't already. Feel both feet solid on the floor, heels underneath your knees. We'll do one full cycle of breath here. Deep full inhale towards the low back. Exhale, drop abdominals down and in. Very gently curl tailbone towards your knees. Press down into your feet, lift your hips up. Slide your prop out from under you. And lower down slow. And bring the hips all the way to the ground. And breathe. And as you feel ready, send your knees side to side. Sort of windshield wipe the legs to the right and left. And then roll all the way over onto the right. Bring hands underneath you. And we'll come to all fours. Just a little bit extra dynamic movement here. You may want a blanket underneath your knees. I always want extra support if I can have it. So if you want to go for that option, you can open your blanket out. And then either hands or elbows directly underneath shoulders. Knees directly below hips. Toes point back. Wrap your shoulders around your ribs. Draw the ribs up and in. Just find neutral here on all fours. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, navel to spine. And inhale, squeeze shoulder blades together. Send the heart forward. Tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling, stretching through the front of the body. And then exhale, round your spine, draw abdominals in, and wrap the shoulders around your ribs. And inhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, send your heart forward, tailbone towards the ceiling, coming forward into cow pose. And then exhale as you round, curl tailbone underneath you, and articulate your way into cat pose. Inhale, opening up forward, Vidyalasana. And then exhale as you round. From this rounded position, big toes together, knees wide apart. Press back, child's pose, fully rest your arms. And inhale, come up to all fours. Walk hands up towards the top of your mat, tuck your toes. Exhale, hover the knees, draw abdominals in, and then slowly extend the legs back into downward facing dog. Holding at hip creases and lead from the inner thighs back. Feel that your thigh bones are moving back to extend your spine and wrap shoulders around your ribs. Deep full inhale here. Complete exhale. Then inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, lower down slow, elbows along your sides. Totally okay to lower knees down first if you need. Slide shoulders down your back. With an exhale, curl tailbone towards the floor. And inhale, send your heart forward and through Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower down, turn your head to the left. And then inhale, send your heart forward and through. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And exhale, lower down, turn your head to the right. And inhale, chest forward and through. And then hold here. Bring elbows underneath your shoulders. Extend your forearms forward so you come up into Sphinx. Tailbone points back. Get long through the back of your neck. Then exhale, stable through the pelvis. With an inhale, bend your right leg and kick the heel in for 3 sniffs. Exhale, point the toe, extend the leg. And bring your left leg in, flex the foot, 3 sniffs. Exhale, point and extend. And we'll go through side to side, right side. Exhale, extend. Left side. Exhale, extend. Press into the elbows a little bit more. Get tall. Right side. Exhale, point. Left side. Exhale, navel to spine. Final time, right side. Exhale, extend. And left. Exhale, extend. Press down into the tops of the feet, send the heart forward. And then exhale, lower down, stack one hand over the other, and bring your forehead to the back of your hands. Allow the full back to rest. And gently press down into the elbows. Bring hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Big inhale. And then exhale. Either press up to all fours or to plank. And then lift hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Spread your toes out. Root down. Through big toe and pinky toe mound equally. Shake out your head. Create lots of space throughout your body. Now with an inhale, come up to the tips of the toes, lower your knees down, send your heart forward. Exhale, toes point back and round your spine back, child's pose. Inhale, come forward to all fours. Tuck your toes. Exhale, extend your legs, downward facing dog. And inhale, lower the knees down, send your heart forward. Exhale, press back, child's pose. And then this time with an inhale, reach the arms forward and up, send your hips forward. You come up to kneeling. And exhale, sweep the arms out as you hinge at the hips and fold arms at your low back. Inhale, send your hips forward, come up to kneeling, reach your arms out and up. And then exhale, sweep the arms out and fold. And inhale, arms reach out and up. This time hinge from the hips, arms extend, lower down, child's pose. We'll rest here for a few breaths. And bring hands underneath you. And press up to a seat. Then you'll fold up your blanket, creating a narrow rectangle shape. Place that at the back end of your mat. Hips to the edge of that fold. Legs extend out in front of you, both feet flex. Oh, I'm having some extreme light, I see. I'm gonna close my blinds a little bit. Having this time change means that all the lighting is now different in my apartment. Okay, here we are, feet flexed, legs extended, but then inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Take a deep breath in, engage the thighs here, so draw thigh bones back. And then exhale, draw abdominals in, crease from the hips as you fold, and let the hands land wherever on your legs. Let's take a few breaths here in Paschimottanasana, west side stretch, or commonly called forward fold. It might feel nice to bring hands actually underneath the legs and allow there to be some gentle weight stretching out the palms. Relax shoulders and allow the head to drop down towards your chin. Now with an inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, navel to spine and stack up over the hips. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, press the arms out to the sides and all the way down. Hands next to the hips. Take a deep full inhale through the length of your spine. Complete exhale. We'll transition into our rest pose for today, which will be legs up the couch. So you can move foam roller off to the side, and then you'll bring your folded up blanket so that long edge is parallel with the furniture that you're using. Let's see where my lighting might be better. Maybe here. And if you have an extra blanket, you're welcome to do multiple stacks of blankets. I'm using just one for today to give more of the focus on just resting into the ground. But if you want to do a focus of back stretching, you can add 2 or 3 blankets. And then you'll sit with one hip on the blanket, one hip between the blanket and your piece of furniture. Lower down onto an elbow. Use the abdominals to support your spine as you roll back so you have both shoulders on the ground, both hips on the blanket, both feet on the piece of furniture you're using. And I like to start out with knees deeply bent, directly over the hips, just to let the pelvis totally settle here. And take some deep breaths into the low and mid back. Each inhale expanding into the bottom of your rib cage. Now with each exhale, let the ribs melt and soften. And then gently extend your legs out over your piece of furniture if that feels comfortable for you. Arms gently drape out to the sides, either in a soft A shape, or you can bring them into a W or cactus shape. Allow the feet to flop open as they desire. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And then tune in to your breath. Feel your body settle into the ground. And notice where in your body you feel yourself breathing. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the floor. And if you find that your mind is wandering while resting, just acknowledge that's happening, and you can choose if you want to just allow that to play out and let it be not a big deal, or if maybe it feels too activating for you right now and to instead give your mind something to focus on. You can think of a area in nature that feels comforting for you, and also find a part of your body to become very focused on, almost talking to it with your mind's awareness. It can be a really beautiful, nuanced experience to do this with, say, your low back or with your jaw or just your rib cage, getting to know the full shape of that part of your body and all the sensations happening there, both along the outer areas, the skin and outer layer of fascia, and also the deep muscular layers, the deep bone connections. This is your time for deep rest. Trust that any thoughts that are needed to be paid attention to will come back to you. With your next inhale, start to wiggle fingers and toes. And slowly bend the knees. Bring them in towards your chest. And with lots of care for your body, roll over to one side. Use your hands to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Rest hands on your legs. Find a spot to gaze towards. And again, go through the process of tuning into your surroundings. First, noticing the parts of you that are touching the floor. Feeling the space that your body is in. Tuning into where all the physical parts of you are resting. And gradually begin to look around your space. Just noticing to the right and left of you. And then as you're looking around, just notice the colors that are present. You can silently name them to yourself, giving your brain this very specific but simple task of what colors do you see. And come back to your single spot. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Bring hands to your heart. Take a very deep, full inhale here. Exhale out your mouth. And inhale for Om. Thank you for being in class today.